This is a video on the 5 ways that public schools and the school system has failed us. First, the school system makes you take out a loan for continued education, so the first life lesson after high school is to get our kids into debilitating debt. A broke 18-year-old can go into $200,000 or more in debt for college, but will get declined by the bank for a $10,000 loan to start a business. Second, the schools punish us for our failures. The reality is that there's no growth without failing. You don't learn from success. Failure is the opportunity to try again, but not from the beginning, but instead from the lessons you've learned along the way. You are starting again with experience and knowledge. You aren't starting over. You aren't getting flunked. If you don't give up, you'll eventually get an A+. Third thing we learned in the traditional school system is we should put our money in a bank account. Why aren't we teaching kids the value of an investment instead of putting money in a bank account that earns 0.01% interest? Do you know it takes 7,200 years for your money to double in a savings account like that? Put it into an investment account earning 12%, and that doubles every 6 years. That's a huge difference. Am I right? If you make $40,000 a year and invested 25% of that annual income at a 12% interest rate, you can grow that to around $9 million after 40 years. Fourth, school tells us who to take advice from. We should listen to our superiors. I say it's important to pay very close attention to who you are taking advice from. If your teacher is driving a Toyota Camry making $50,000 a year and they're telling you how to get rich, you're doomed to one day also being able to afford a used Toyota Camry making $50,000 a year if you're lucky. Find a mentor who's achieved in their life what you want to achieve and learn from them. As a self-made millionaire, how did they do it? Follow that advice, follow that system, adapt their habits, and you'll become that next millionaire. Finally, the fifth way schools failed us is they didn't teach us about life. From grades 1st to 12th, we spent almost 13,000 hours in school and were never taught about the subjects of financial literacy and how money works, the rules of money, and to win at the money game, mental health and how to deal with the stress, how what happens to you doesn't have to dictate how you act. 10% of life is what happens to you. 90% of that life is how you react to it, your attitude towards it. Taxes and how the wealthy know what the 98% of other Americans don't know. Are you tired of hearing about how the rich stay rich and avoid paying taxes? Do you wonder how they do it? Ignorance isn't bliss, and since you can't beat them, join them, right? By the way, politicians will never close these loopholes because they themselves use them for their own investments. Time management and how you can learn to control your week. Give yourself an extra 14 hours to do whatever it is you want to do, no matter how busy and out of control your week is or otherwise. How technology is a thief of time and attention and focus. And acts of kindness and the importance of giving back and altruism. If you donate 10% of your money to those in need, you'll never be in need yourself. These are the things I wish I learned more about in school. Instead, I had to wait until I reached my 40s to learn most of these things. I don't hoard my knowledge. I'm here to help educate anyone, but you must be teachable and you must be open-minded to accept the message. Lessons and knowledge without action are both hopeless and meaningless. Feel free to comment below and send me a message from the healthwealthandrealestate.com website on the Get in Touch link at the top of the page. And please like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future educational videos. Cheers to a more educated you.